Hey guys, Harrison101 back at it once again with a brand new video for you. And I really shouldn't be commentating right now. It's actually 3:25 in the morning right now in the depths of southwest London as I film this commentary. But I'm doing it anyway because everyone else in my house is asleep, and I thought, why not get this out of the way and get this up to you guys a little bit faster. But today is actually quite a special day for me. As you enjoy my wet Canada qualifying session. Today, as I record this, April the 11th, 2012, it's my 4-year anniversary of me being a video maker. Yep, the very first video I ever made on YouTube was on April the 11th, 2008. It was a weird video of me pointing a camera at a screen while playing Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi, the first one on the PlayStation 2. I really enjoyed that game, even though it was terrible. It was kind of an experiment to see if my parents' camera would be able to record audio. It was quite weird, but it turned out terrible. But people liked it, and I ended up starting to make video blogs on a regular basis on another subject. And honestly, I was a bullied kid in school till I was about 14, 15 years old, and I think I mentioned this before in a previous video, but people liked them, so I kept doing them, and you know, they've gotten really popular ever since now. And now I'm able to live my dream, which was always to, you know, be able to make gameplay videos and be a gaming video guy. Where in the past I would do things like, my whole history is like, I used to make video blogs, and then when they dried up a bit, I started playing Pokemon online. Now I'm a big Pokemon fan, and I've loved the games. I've played the first 4 generations. I didn't bother with Black and White. I thought that was quite poor, but I used to play something called Shoddy Battle, which was it was like an internet battling server thing, so you could create your own Pokemon with their own moves and things like that, and have their own unique stats, and then battle other people online with them. And people used to find that really entertaining. What I do, I just film a couple of battles and then put some funky music over the top and upload them, and you know, that got popular. I got like 500 subscribers on that account before it kind of died off towards the end. People weren't really bothering to watch, so I was thinking, why even bother? So I quit. Then I started making video blogs again, just talking about random subjects to do with me or anything that's going on in the world, like the London riots and things like that, which came up last year, and any other that came to mind, like Justin Bieber and, you know, Rebecca Black when her song came out and other things like that. I just started making video blogs. It's the occasional things now and again, like I'd make wrestling music videos, and I used to point my camera at the screen while playing Halo, and I used to have something called Saturday Night Halo, where I'd just sit down and point a camera on my digital camera at the screen, which was terrible, and just play Halo every Saturday night and then upload it to YouTube. It's crazy. So I've done some funny things in my YouTube history, and only the last 6 or 7 months have I really started doing this properly, this whole video making thing. And I've loved it. This has been the most successful thing I've ever done on YouTube. I'm really just, I'm proud of myself for what I've been able to do, and I'm proud to say I've got a great and dedicated fan base of viewers. So for those guys who stuck through with me for the whole 4 years, you guys are amazing, and I do truly appreciate you and everyone who takes the time to watch. But the thing is that people have been asking me for advice, like, Andre, how do you get started? What do you use to record your videos, and how did you get to where you are right now, video-wise, and things like that? So I thought I'd dedicate this video to, you know, giving out advice on how I got to where I was, and I've been lucky enough to talk to, you know, be friends with YouTubers who have way more subscribers than I do. Maybe, and we're talking maybe 10 to, like, from about 2,000 to maybe 10 to 15,000. And I know what kind of works and what doesn't. So here is my general advice for YouTubers and people like that to get started. So the first thing you need is your equipment. What do you use to record your videos with? And well, this is kind of obvious. I mentioned this in my setup video, but I'll say it again. I use a Hopodge HD PVR. You can get it from Amazon, Play.com as well, I think, supply it as well, and any other online you know, hardware dealerships will sell them. It's not cheap, guys. I'll be straight up with it. It's going to be about 150 to 170 pounds. That's about, do the math, Harrison, about $240 or so. It's not cheap. There are cheaper capture cards you can use, which will just record in standard definition, like maybe 360p, like Dazzles, for example, which you can get for really cheap in comparison, maybe 20-30 pounds, or maybe, you know, under $50, no doubt about it. It's cheap and effective, but trust me, if you want to do this properly, you should really just buy a HD PVR. It's a great long-term investment, and it's easy to set up. It's a great piece of kit. It comes with free software, so you can easily film and record software right away. It's simple, it's effective. So really, if you're going to do this properly, buy a HD PVR or just run a really powerful PC. I know nothing about PCs though, so I can't really help you on that one. But for console gaming, you've got to have a HD PVR. There's other HD recorders. I think there's Roxio, Blackmagics, and things like that. But Hopodge is the way to go, definitely. I'm lucky enough to have a laptop with a really good microphone, so I don't need to buy an actual standalone microphone. But if you do, highly recommend the Snowball. The blue Snowball microphones are the best. I've been told this numerous times by other people. They're really reliable, cuts out all background noise like professional podcasters would do. Really good piece of kit for recording audio. Again, they're not cheap, maybe 50 to 70 pounds, so maybe $100 or so. But again, if you want to do this properly, it's really a wise investment to make, and you'll definitely get the best out of your own voice, audio-wise, and things like that. So definitely, equipment, that's the two main things you're going to want to need. Editing as well, if you're on Windows, Sony Vegas. If you're on Mac, I think Adobe Premiere Pro is another really good editing software if you want to edit stuff together. But if you're on Windows, like most people are, Vegas will work totally fine. My advice, download the 30-day free trial and crack it, and you'll be good to go. Bit of advice I've been told is that just try and keep your channel to a specific theme, like gaming wise. I know there's some obvious ones out there like the Call of Duty community or the Gears of War community, or FIFA is a huge community of gamers and things like that. Me, I'm sports gamers in general, so sport in just general, I'm one for the diehard sports fans, but my specialty is racing games. So obviously Formula 1 2011, Forza Motorsport 4. I've always wanted to do more Dirt 3, but I sent that off to a friend of mine, Callie. Love you, darling. Just generally, try and keep to a theme. Don't try and alienate a part of your audience. That was a mistake I made earlier by cutting out Madden after I introduced it, and it got so many views. I was surprised it blew up like video-wise, but I kind of stopped it, and I'm bringing it back next week. So hopefully, with a little luck, hopefully it will bring some new people in, but. Don't try and alienate part of your audience if you can avoid it. Try and stick to a general theme. Don't spread yourself too thin early on, otherwise we probably won't get people in. If you set out from the get-go that I do content for this and this, and you should subscribe if you're into this and this, go right ahead, definitely. I've always said, try and be yourself. Don't try and be something or someone you're not, because people, I know it sounds silly because you're talking via a video and on a screen, but people will pick up on this. If people think you come across as fake, or most of the time you're playing a character, the general people won't really get into you unless you make it obvious from the get-go you're just playing to a character. Most people find that annoying. I know guys in the COD community who did that, who just tried to have a clown voice and things like that, and it's just silly. No one's going to buy that, and people will just dislike you. So just, honestly, the best thing I can say is just be yourself. Be classy. Use social media. It's a great tool to get your name out there. I mean, it's so easy to do. If you have a Facebook page, use your Facebook page. Spread the word. If you have a Twitter page, Twitter is such a good place for talking about YouTubers, communities, news. It's easy, it's simple, it's fast. If you've got a Twitter page, use it. If you haven't got one, go make one and follow me while you're at it, at DHarrison11. We'll see it at the end of the video. But use social media. It's your friend. It's there to help you, and it's the easiest. It's so easy just to interact with people who watch you. And I've always stuck very firmly to this, that I always try to interact with people in the comments and talk to people who watch me, because they're giving their time to watch me. So the least I can do is give my time to talk to them and get the best out of them so we can all get along together. And I think that's the best way of doing things. So if you can, you know, be classy, be yourself, set a good example, be a good role model. You notice I don't swear in many of my videos. I do that so that everybody can watch. I don't have to have teenagers who are afraid to play their videos in front of their parents in case they get caught and told off for it. Just you know, try and just be that good example. I mean, people will get put off by idiots on YouTube. It happens every time. It happens on a comment page. Take advantage of that. Be a good guy. Set a good example. You know, don't be afraid to speak your mind by any stretch, but be yourself. People will like you more for it. And, you know, like I said, there is such a way of getting good attention. If you have friends who do YouTube, gang up together, do dual commentaries, talk about good subjects, be a quality guy rather than a quantity guy. Get the good kind of attention rather than the bad and, you know, stereotyped attention. I mean, I used to know somebody I noticed on Twitter who claimed to be a girl gamer and a massive Xbox addict, but really she was just a 19-year-old girl who was getting her tits out an awful lot, you know, with a controller, trying to look hot and all that. I mean, this guy has like 5,000 Twitter followers, but really no one's really following her because, you know, because she's got intelligent things to say or has a really well-run YouTube account. She doesn't even have a YouTube account. She's just somebody who, you know, because she's a girl gamer, and I use that in inverted comments because people do abuse that term. I think there's two kinds of girl gamer, which I'll talk about more in a future episode. I want to get a dual commentary with Vicky Saurus in about this, about you know, girl gamers in general. I think it'll be a great subject to talk about. But you know, it's just, you know, having a, you know, just trying to be like something you're not, which is like, and people are only following her because she gets her boobs out. There's no way she'd have like the stuff bought for her on her Amazon wish list and having so many followers if she wasn't getting her boobs out now and again. It's just one of those things where get the good kind of attention. Have people talk about you in a positive light. Like, be that guy who makes the great videos rather than be that person who, example, gets their knockers out and acts like a slut or acts like a dick and has a fake accent. Mickey Motions. But you know, just try and set a good example. Get the right kind of attention. Make sure you got all the equipment you need. Set a theme. And be good to people, and they'll be good to you. That's the only advice I can really give you. That's the best I can do. But if you've got any other tips or comments on the video, please let me know. Please like the video. It only takes a second, guys. Just the little things. We're pushing towards 1,000. I'd really appreciate all the little things like, commenting, favoriting the video. I've been Harrison101. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Sayonara.